How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and that's right, it is time for more Pokémon TCG stuff because my friends at Pokémon, they sent me some more Chilling Reign to help cool down everything, right? I know a lot of you right now are going through a heat wave, at least in off on the West Coast in June, but yeah, this Chilling Reign, I don't know if it'll help that, but we can hope because Chilling Reign is now released and it is really cool. So I have today the Elite Trainer boxes. Yes, boxes, not just one. It's kind of cool, no pun intended, that they have two different varieties. Let's see if we can do that without the lights. Can you see it more or less all right? They're kind of big, but yeah, there are actually two different variants of these Elite Trainer boxes. And like I said, my friends at Pokemon, they sent me some to check out, which is super cool. Last time for Battle Styles, I mentioned that they had two different ones, but I only had the one, which is fine by all means. You generally only need the one, but it didn't give me a chance to show them both off. So in this case, I'll kind of walk you through and show you the differences between the two, and spoilers in case you don't really want to have to sit through the whole thing, it's mostly just cosmetic stuff. Both of these contain 8 booster packs of Chilling Reign, which is really cool. They each contain a coin, or not a coin, but a coin flip die, and it's a little different. Like, the main thing that's different in these are just like cosmetic stuff. One of them is more focused on the Ice Rider form of Calyrex, whereas the other is more the what was it, Shadow Rider. I wanted to say Ghost Rider, that's not right, close enough. Shadow Rider and Ice Rider, so that's pretty cool. Now if you have watched any of my other Elite Trainer box videos in particular, I'm gonna warn you in advance, it's going to be very repetitive, because if you're new here, my goal is to show you everything that you get inside of these. So I'll be going over everything pretty much. So if you're just here for, you know, seeing what I get in my packs, you know, you can skip ahead. Well, there's 2 of these here. I'm going to be opening both of these, which will be fun. But, you know, I'm not going to just break into the packs right away. I did have a chance to open up some of the booster boxes that they sent me, though. Yes, plural. They're crazy. They're awesome crazy, but crazy. So that was a lot of fun. But I just now got in the Elite Trainer boxes, which is really cool. And again, I'm super glad to have a chance to see both of them, because I think doing, you know, a comparison, if you will, would be kind of neat. Like I said, it's not major differences. It's minor stuff. Like, you can get one of these and you'll be just fine. But what I found with previous ones before they started doing multiples, you know, you get one and you don't usually need more. That's just kind of the way I look at it. So this is really cool with these. I always recommend this. So as you open it up, you'll find the player's guide and the box you'll store everything in right here. And then you have this left over. This looks like packaging, but a really cool tip, and I love this, I think it's so neat, is you can actually open this up. It is kind of like stuck together here, just with some, you know, adhesive stuff, so it's super easy to remove. I'm just trying to A, do it on camera, and B, trying to, you know, not like break it or anything. This one seems a little tougher than they usually are. Usually they're pretty easy to remove, but even then, it's not so bad. But what's cool is, oops, oh no, I think the adhesive was a little too strong. But what's cool is this actually gives you a really cool, like, little wall poster thing. And it has the artwork from the different packs on it, which is pretty cool. And that has me thinking, are there actually 5 packs? I think there might be 5 different packs in this. And I think this is salvageable. But anyway, don't throw it away if you're just looking at the packaging, because it's really cool. I actually like those. I've been doing some decorating around my home, and I've been tearing up like old Pokemon calendars and just putting them on like walls, like if you just cut off the top of it. And I have a bunch of these as well. I'm going to place those around just as nice little decorations. Like eventually I want to redo my office, or actually set up a different room more dedicated for recording. All right, so anyway, this is the box itself. It does come with this really cool player's guide, which is, I love these things. I love them. They're really neat. Let me see if I can show you kind of what they're all about on the pack cam. Well, it's pretty zoomed in here, but yeah, I guess we'll switch back here for a moment. It's basically like a book that tells you all about the different cards that are in the set, which is cool. I'm not gonna have you try to squint and read that. I'll give you a little preview here. Like, for instance, this Galarian Moltres, you know, it shows you what it does, and that's pretty cool. It tells you, like, I mean, a lot of the stuff I would tell you if I'm reading it, but just like what makes it good. And, you know, like here's Galarian Zapdos. So just like some nice basic tips that help you out a little bit more than just a rule book or something. Like, this isn't a rule book, although these do come with rule books, and this is a great thing to get if you're like newer to the card game. You kind of want a decent starting point. It's not quite a, you know, a deck that's ready to go. It's still all booster packs, but it is really cool. It's also really nice for collections as well. You can kind of see here down on the, well, it's a pack cam, but this is kind of what the player's guide has. As opposed to just a little checklist, like a little basic one, this actually has a nice little checklist thing that shows pictures of all the cards, and you can check them off in here if you want, or you can just use it as a reference. And I love this. I love being able to see what is in the set and just, you know, have a nice looking thing. Like, the checklists themselves are fine, but I've really loved these. So this one is the Ice Rider Calyrex. Now, it will be a little different if you get the Shadow Rider version, which is fine. They're still the same. It's just appearance, so keep that in mind. I will show that off in just a moment, but I want to show you what you get in pretty much either of them. So this thing here, it opens up, you just kind of lift it up. Now this bit of packaging here, you can get rid of this. There's nothing that exciting about it. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but like if you can find something to do with it, great, but I'm just gonna recycle that. Then inside of here, there are a bunch of booster packs. There should be 8 of them. Indeed. Sometimes Elite Trainer boxes have 10. I don't remember if Chilling Reign is doing that, but I just wrote up a piece on the next set coming out. What is it called? Roaring... No. Not Roaring Skies. That's what I want to say. It's like Evolution Skies. Or it's the one with a bunch of evolutions in it. I would know it as soon as I saw it. But anyway, what's cool about that is there are Pokemon Center exclusive ones that have 10 booster packs in it. So if yours has 10, you know, like I know Shining Fates, they had 10 in it, and you know, a few of them do. Some will have 8, some will have 10, but usually the ones that have 10 cost $50 US as the MSRP. Again, good luck. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes. So inside of here, there's a bunch of stuff there, which I will show you in a moment. There's a code card, which I will give this one away. I think that'll be fun. I've been holding off on that because the set hasn't been released yet, so I'm not sure how that works. But I've been doing a lot more TCG Online stuff too. Just been openings and stuff. It's been a lot of fun, but I've been wanting to give some of this away. I have so much of it right now that I think that'd be wonderful for TCG Online if you guys are interested. But anyway, it comes with some sleeves. Now these are something that do vary based on whether you are you know, getting the Ice Rider or Shadow Rider. So I believe the Shadow Rider will be more purple, whereas this one's more blue. Let's go ahead and open it up. I always forget to do this. I don't usually like to sleeve the stuff I get in these, like if I'm opening up booster packs, because I like to keep these ready to go. I think, how many does it say are in there? There's 65 card sleeves. Now a standard deck of Pokemon cards has 60 cards in it. That's how many you need. So you have 5 extra, which is cool. But I mean, if you're just collecting, these work great to keep some of your cards nice and protected. Oh, they're matte. Ooh. Okay, so this is going to be a little difficult for me to actually like explain. And I don't have any of the older sleeves on me, but it's definitely a difference in texture from the previous ones. So this is more of like a matte texture where it's less slippery and it feels a lot smoother. And I really like that for card sleeves. Like, these are fantastic. Oh, that is immediately noticeable. I've opened a fair share of these and, you know, they're always fine, but I much prefer kind of the matte kind of finish on the backs of the sleeves. Like, it just makes them shuffle much better. Yeah, I mean, these look really cool. Like, that is some cool looking art on these sleeves. Like, that is awesome. Very awesome indeed. And this is something important to keep in mind. I know I mentioned the MSRP a little bit earlier. That's, I believe, $40 US, or if it's a, you know, 10-pack version, it would be $50 US. So I'm basing this on the $40 price tag. So with that, you're basically getting booster packs. You get 8 in there, so that's 32 of the $40 on the booster pack. So what I would recommend you consider, if you're kind of thinking, do I want this, do I not, is it a good deal? If the extra stuff I show you, if you think that's worth $8 US, if you're getting it at MSRP, you know, that's really the deal breaker there. And, you know, a pack of sleeves like this will probably cost you like, I mean, being optimistic, probably like $5 to $6 anyway, maybe even more. I don't know. I know that the market for sleeves and stuff has really gone up a lot. But yeah, that's just something I caution you to consider if you're on the fence, because that will really help you decide, hey, is it worth it or should I just get packs? I mean, that's perfectly fine as well. So yeah, I like these. I really like the feel of them. Even on the inside, they feel much nicer. This is noticeable. Now, I'll have to see how it is if I put a lot of cards in there. I probably won't have that in this video, but that is something really nice. Like, I want to put things in there and try shuffle it, give it the actual shuffle test, because that's something I notice for sure. And if you play the card game, you would notice that as well. I really like that. That's good to see changes like that. And I don't know if it's cheaper or what. Like, it doesn't feel that cheap, which is good. I mean, you know, obviously it can't be like super expensive. So what are these things? You also get 4 of these inside of your Elite Trainer box. Again, it does vary in color based on if you're using the Shadow Rider or the Ice Rider variant of the Elite Trainer box. This one is a little bit more blue, but these are just card separators. You can just use these. They kind of have like tabs up top. So if you have a bunch of cards in your Elite Trainer box, which is a great place to put your extra cards as you're opening up, you can just kind of put these in there to separate them by whatever you want or need. Some people have no use for them. Some people love them. So, I mean, they're really nice. Now, I have so many of these. You get these in every single Elite Trainer box, and it's great when you're just starting out because this is a pack of energy. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and open it. It's kind of redundant, but just to show you what you get in here and why this makes for a pretty good, like, not total beginner, but, you know, beginner that wants to kind of learn a bit, like not just a pre-constructed deck, but, you know, getting the building blocks. So there's a rainbow of energy here. Let me show you on the pack cam. Not that it's really that much exciting to see, but, you know, you get a nice little selection here. And you get all the basic energy of each type, including Fairy, which isn't present anymore in the Sword and Shield set, but it is still in like the Sun and Moon series and earlier. So, I mean, you know, it's still technically a basic energy, but the point is you get the energy cards you need to, I mean, you might not have everything in here you need to build a deck with, but it's a nice start. It's a good kind of jump start. If you're just starting out, it gives you a nice little buffet of energy you can go to. And you do get energy cards, basic energy cards and booster packs as well, which is really nice. So there are 2 more things, actually 3 more things. If you're a beginner, you'll be glad to know that there is a rule book here It is from the Battle Styles series, so it's new. Last time they caught me off guard because they're in every single one of these, and I'm like, oh, and it's another rule book from the... Oh, wait, it's new. It's the newer one. So this will help teach you the card game. It has all the basics in it, which is great. You know, unlike a pre-constructed deck, you know, you don't have something you can use as a reference here, but there are also like Pokemon V decks that are ready to go. They're like a step up from, you know, theme decks, which usually don't have anything super rare in them. These actually have like a Pokemon V, so like be on the lookout for those. Those are also a pretty appealing option, but they'll also have one of these too. But needless to say, you don't need a theme deck to get started, and this is a great place to start and just kind of get a rule book, start reading the rules. Like if you're new, you're excited, you know, maybe you're collecting, but you just kind of want to, you know, see what it's all about playing. I know it's a little tough in today's environment and all, but things are starting to open up again. And, you know, maybe if you have some friends you can play with or something, that's pretty cool too. So, you know, stay safe, obviously, but that can be a nice way to jump from going from collector to player, which can be pretty fun, as well as the card game online. Because again, this does come with a code card. It doesn't really give you the packs because they each have their code card in it, but you'll get things like, I don't know specifically what, probably the sleeves online, which is cool. So these are just counters, stuff that you'll use for a game of Pokemon. If you're playing it with some friends or at a tournament, you need to have a poison counter and a burn counter. That's what these are. They're special conditions in the card game. Of course, they are as well in the video game, but you know, you put a marker on your Pokemon if they're affected. And these are nice. They're like acrylic markers. Let me go ahead and open these up just so you can kind of see it. I mean, it's not super exciting by any means. I have a lot of them by now, but it's good to see. It's good to just kind of show you. And again, you just put these on top of your Pokemon. It doesn't really feel like anything's changed. They still look nice. And these do not vary based on which box you're using. They're always going to be this color, which is fine. Like, very recognizable, very cool. But these are damage counter dice. So you don't roll these to see, well, one of them is a tournament legal coin flip die, because in the Pokemon trading card game, if ever it says flip a coin, you can also roll a die, a 6-sided die, and then even numbers are considered heads, whereas odd numbers are considered tails. So that's very common in the card game, and these tournament legal dice, they are like guaranteed to be legal for use at tournaments. Like most are. There are regulations on dice. I'm not going to walk you through them right now, but like these ones are always good to go. And you would use this in lieu of a coin, which is kind of cool. But yeah, these ones are blue, and it looks like the camera is picking that up really well. It's actually better than I can see it with my eyes right now, so that's good. It's a very pretty shade of blue. I don't have a good means to show you this, but I will roll it. Oh, it's a 6. That's a good sign, right? Now, these ones are not for rolling. These are actually for damage counters. So you use these to keep track of how much damage is on your Pokemon. Every 10 damage, you know, you'd put either like a die for like a die pip or something. Like, you know, if it were, you can still use some 6-sided dice as long as they're like smaller and stuff. And each pip will count as 1. But these also work even nicer for some people. I'm not as much of a fan, but I know a lot of people like to just put bigger numbers, especially since there's so much HP in the card game nowadays. You know, it could take a lot of dice and a lot of adding up to see how much damage is on something with 310 HP, let's say. So these are particularly nice because you have ones that have like 180 damage on it. You know, you add them together. So, you know, I could do like this 90 and this 150. If I had 240, I could just put that on a card. I love the color on these. I'm a big fan of blue. Like, that's definitely my favorite color, especially if it's like a color like this. So I'll tell you right now, I'm a little biased towards the Ice Rider form, but you know, purple's also really nice. And all of the Elite Trainer boxes have these, so it's just a matter of, you know, getting one that's a cool color you like too. I mean, this isn't exclusive to the Chilling Reign series. You know, you get damage counter dice in all the Elite Trainer boxes. Actually, most of the stuff you do get in everything, which is cool, in every Elite Trainer box. It's just the packs and like the design of stuff that changes, which is pretty cool. And that also means that if you have seen any of my Elite Trainer Box videos, you've seen it all by now, right? Yeah, you're very patient if you're sticking through. We're almost at the point we're gonna open up these booster packs, but before I do, I'm gonna open up the other one, and it's not gonna take as long, don't worry, but I'm just gonna show you really quick some of the differences. So give me just a moment to kind of get it going, and I will see you in a second. Okay, so I think I have the main things I wanted to compare. I don't have the player's guide handy. I kind of have the box on that, which I can get in a moment. But yeah, this is the Shadow Rider one, aka the purple one. So I mean, you know, you can see it's definitely more purple than the other, which is cool. Again, if you have a preference for purple or blue, that'll probably be the main indicator as to which one you would want. I mean, unless you're like really partial to, you know, Ice Rider versus Shadow Rider. I believe this is gonna be the same in here. Yeah, it looks about the same. I'm not gonna bother opening that up on camera. You get the idea. They're really cool. Don't just throw them away. But yeah, you can see this is purple now. Other than that, it should be the same inside. So don't worry, it's just purple. Cool. The box is purple. It features Shadow Rider Calyrex, which is cool. It's kind of staring at you too. Let me see if I can bring this in here. Yeah, look at that. Those eyes, those are intense. So that's kind of cool. Like the other one, well, I have a sleeve handy of it. Let's see. Yeah, you know, it looks kind of regal. This one's kind of a little scary almost, you know. It's like, oh. But yeah, so the contents, again, they're mostly the same. These have kind of a different swirl. It's just packaging, but I feel like it's a different pattern, which is kind of strange, actually, of all the things. So it also comes with the rule book, you know, not really surprising. That is standard. This also does come with booster packs, of course. So we have 8 of them here. I will set them aside. I make sure that they're all on different sides. They're separated, so we'll know what I get in which. So again, the acrylic markers, those are exactly the same. They are pretty much standardized. But the dice, these are cool. Let me show you really quick here. I'll open them up. But yeah, that's a really nice shade of purple too. I like these a lot. They look really cool. Let me open those in just a moment here. Just kind of showing you all the differences. We have the dividers, again with that same kind of color, and with you know, the Shadow Rider Calyrex looking at you as well, which is cool. I'm not even gonna open it. It's another one of the energy packs, which is cool, but again, it's super standard. A code card, which I believe will give you probably the sleeves of this as well. And then speaking of the sleeves, let me show you these really fast here. Oh, my desk is getting so crazy. I do want to open it up because this texture, that has me really intrigued. I pay attention to stuff like that, and I love like that matte texture. It's fantastic. So yeah, it feels like this is matte as well. It's a very nice color. Yeah, I really like this. Okay, so let's kind of compare really fast, and then we're gonna open up the packs. Don't worry. But yeah, just so you can see the two side by side, and then maybe that'll help you decide which one you want to get if you're kind of on the fence. So again, both come with the same numbers of things. You know, it's not like one is objectively better than the other. It's not like one has a promo card that the other doesn't. It's purely aesthetics, but you know, aesthetics are a big deal, and I like these both. I also really like the color purple. I think it's a very regal color, and you know, Calyrex is a very regal Pokemon. So honestly, both of these look great. Let me take a look at the damage counters and dice and stuff as well. So let's open this one up. All right, I have it opened up. Let's take a look. I need to move some of this stuff on my desk. All right, so yeah, here's the purple. Looks really cool. And here is the blue. Again, you know, side by side comparison. Both are very nice looking. Like, these are very beautiful dice. Like, I love these colors. They're not like a solid color. They're kind of mixed, which I really appreciate. I think aesthetically they look cool. Let's take a look at the coin flip dice specifically. Yeah, it's kind of a deep purple. It almost looks more blue. I can see it still is purple, but you know, even the symbols are the same on this, so it's just a very slight difference. But yeah, that's kind of cool. And yeah, I mean, other than that, it's gonna be pretty much the same. The book, like I showed you, it changes. And then the box you store them in, you know, you'll have one of the two, right? Let me get the other for a side-by-side comparison. Because this, you know, they go further down than if you're looking at them unopened. You know, they actually fit quite compact. They're like a little shoe box. I wouldn't want to put shoes in here though, just for the record. But yeah, these look really neat. Like they're both cool in different ways. Like, let's see, you know, this one has that kind of looking at you. Can you see it okay? I have my lights kind of like, not so it's easy to see by the webcam. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then this one here, I mean, they're both great. I like them both. Colors appeal to me. They look really cool. It's awesome to have the opportunity to actually check both of them out though. Like, I think that's really neat because, you know, it's nice. Again, my goal is to just kind of show you what is in here, like what you would get if you're, you know, interested in one of these. They were kind enough to send me this stuff, and I always like to represent it well. I always like to give my thoughts, and I always like to see, you know, what it is. So yeah, but anyway, that being said, now that you've seen, you know, the extra stuff, what you need to decide is that worth, you know, the extra $8 if you're getting it, you know, at MSRP or whatever it is, you know, in your region. Like, again, I'm just basing it on that suggested price that most of them usually are at. And with booster packs usually being about $4 US, you know, that's always like the measuring stick I use. And in my opinion, you know, despite me getting all this for free, just full disclosure, in my opinion, I've really enjoyed the Elite Trainer boxes, and I like that. I wouldn't generally want to get more than one. That's always kind of been my perspective on them. But now that they have two variants, like, I think that's actually kind of cool. Like, I appreciate that. I wouldn't want to get duplicates necessarily, but, you know, like, what was it? Shining Fates, I think. That was actually a good deal because they didn't sell, like, booster boxes or loose packs generally. So basically every pack would have an effective cost of like $5. So it's like, well, you might as well get multiple Elite Trainer boxes if you can. But with this, you know, it's really about, hey, is that worth the extra $8? And the sleeves are really good. Like, they feel nice. The dice are cool. You know, the player's guides are always nice. Like, you don't necessarily need two of them, but it's also much better that there's an alternate one you could get as opposed to it just being two of the same. So it's not even as ridiculous as it was. So, I mean, if you were to get two, like, in the past, which, you know, then it's just like, well, now I have duplicates of all this stuff. Like, now it's cool. I like it. My point is, I like it. It's really up to you if it's something you want. You have to decide if these extras are worth the difference in price versus just getting loose packs. I enjoy it. But anyway, speaking of packs, you all have been patient. You all have been very patient. I've opened up quite a few packs already. So normally I like to take my time, kind of, you know, admire stuff, go through it, but I've seen a lot already. So if you haven't already seen my booster box opening video, like the first one I did a live stream one as well that had more cards, which was really chill, really a fun time. But if you haven't seen the booster box one, that gives my initial impression, on a lot of the cards that I saw. So I'll kind of point out ones that I remember that's like, oh yeah, this was a really good card. I really like this, but it shouldn't be quite as long and drawn out as I usually do it. Okay, let's go ahead and open up these packs. So this is from the Ice Rider Calyrex, just so you know which one we're doing. Because, I don't know, that matters to me. I always like to see, like, which one do you think, at this point in the video, which one do you think will have better stuff? Like, again, it will vary. Like, you could get one and it'll be, like, super lucky for you, or maybe it won't be. Like, who knows? You know, they're not guaranteed to have good packs or bad packs or whatever. It's all random. But, you know, in this case, right now, which do you think of the 8 packs of each I'm opening, which do you think's gonna win? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. I would love to hear it. All right, so we have Sobble, Crabrawler, Golett, Porygon. I love this Grookey art, by the way. I love it. It's great. Cast form, snowy form. That's a reverse foil. The cast forms are really cool. Ooh, what is this? Hey, it's Clara again. I already have a full art Clara. That's fine. It's still a pretty card. It's pretty decent too. Well, that's already off to a very strong start. Nice. Grass Energy, Crabominable, Single Strike, Scroll of Piercing. That's a pretty cool card. And then Melanie. Very nice. All right, so already off to a pretty solid start, I'd say. I did find more of the cheap sleeves. I like these just because they're quick, they're very loose, and I just like to put cards just in them right away. I like to save the others for decks, as I kind of mentioned, because, you know, there's that many for a deck, plus 5, so if, you know, if one like rips or something, you're not completely out of luck. Like, you have a little bit of wiggle room there, which is good. Alright, so we have Cast Form Sunny Form, which is pretty neat too. Like, the Cast Forms have, I was saying, they have a cool kind of thing going where if you have 8 stadium cards in your discard pile, then their attacks are free. So if you can find good, clever ways to discard stadiums, that's pretty nice. Ooh, Tauros. I don't think I've seen that. Oh, that's kind of cool. Raging Bull does 20 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon, but then this Pokemon's now confused. And then Takedown. It also does 30 damage to itself. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. I mean, it's just a colorless Pokemon. It can use any type of energy. It's kind of cool. Single strikes. That's pretty powerful. I'm looking for the Weavile in the set, by the way. I think there's a Weavile in here, and I have not gotten it yet. So that is kind of my goal for today. Hopefully I'll be able to get it. Cross your fingers. But I didn't have that Tauros either, so that's nice. I'm on the lookout. I'm trying to get as many cards from the set, but you know. All right, so we have Mareep. Oh, it's so cute. I love Mareep. I love Flaffy. The Flaffy in the set is adorable. Heracross, Clobbopus, Grookey. We've got Sneasel. Where's your buddy? Where's Weavile? Ooh, Reverse Foil Impact Energy. That's pretty cool. It's kind of like a rainbow energy that can be attached to Single Strike and then, or Single Strike Pokemon. So if it says Single Strike up there, and then it also can't be poisoned, which is pretty strong. Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh, hey, you're in the wrong box. you're in the wrong box. That was the one from the Ice Rider, but yeah, they can be in either, don't worry. But yeah, this is really cool. Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. So that is fancy. I don't have that, and I don't even know if I've seen it, so this is cool. I have the Ice Rider one already, so I'm glad to see this. So Underworld Door. Once during your turn, you may attach a Psychic Energy card from your hand to one of your benched Pokemon. If you do, or if you attach energy to a Pokemon in this way, draw 2 cards. I love that. That is really strong. Good energy acceleration and card drawing. That's fantastic. But then look at that. Max Geist for 10 damage, 3 energy, so it's a little expensive, but not that bad. But it does 30 more damage for each Psychic Energy attached to all of your Pokemon. All of them, even the ones on your bench that you're powering up with Underworld Doors. So that can do a lot of damage. Wow, that's a really, really pretty card, but it seems like a pretty good card as well. Ooh, that's a good pull. I am happy about that. So far, this box, this Elite Trainer box is winning. Oh man, that is fantastic. Wow, talk about lucky already. Okay. Got it all sleeved. It's looking good. Let's get on to the next pack. Oh, that's really cool. Now I'm gonna need to get the Shadow Rider Calyrex, like V, just its normal version, because I have the V Max, but I kind of need the other one too. That's how they work. It's kind of like an evolution, in a way. All right, Larvesta, Sobble, Ladybus, Squavit. Reverse Foil Frostlass. What does this do? I don't think I've seen this thing. So Frost Over, it's a little hard to read, I apologize. There we go. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may attach a water energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. Oh, that's kind of nice. A little moderate energy acceleration. It's not super strong because it's only once during your turn, but it's not that bad. You can find a way to get it back into your hand, you know, like a, well, I don't know what is around right now, but like something like a Scoop Up, let's say. There's been all sorts of things like Super Scoop Up or whatever. Like there's a lot of card effects that let you return things from, you know, in play back to your hand. I just don't remember off the top of my head what the one of the day is. But that would be a good, like a kind of good way to do it, I guess. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, Sneasel, where is your Weavile friend? I need Weavile. I need it. Snover, Blitzel, Ghastly, Koffing. Reverse Foil Expedition Uniform. Nice. Oh man, are you serious? What the heck? Oh, whoa, look at that thing. Oh, that looks really cool. Oh, Galarian Slowking V. So it's single strike, so that's cool. It can combo with different things. Concoction, discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. And then Word of Ruin. I almost read that as World of Ruin, which had me thinking Final Fantasy VI. But anyway, Word of Ruin. At the end of your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon will be knocked out. Whoa, that is powerful. Now, they can get around that, just for the record. They can get around that by retreating, by going to the bench with an effect, by evolving. Anything like that would get around that. So if you're playing against this thing, for instance, you know, you can do any of those things and that'll get you out of there. But I mean, if there's ways that you can like prevent them from doing that, or if they have high retreat or whatever, I mean, they're just knocked out. Like you're basically forcing your opponent to get out of the way or they're going away. That's cool. I like this thing. That's a pretty nifty effect. Grass Energy, Clara, Haunter, and Flannery. Oh, fantastic. All right, well, let me put a sleeve on this thing, and then we're gonna get to the next pack. Oh my gosh, this has been a really good Elite Trainer box. Like, really good. What the heck? I'm glad I managed to record this. Oh man, if any of you voted for this one, I think you won. I think. All right, Heracross, Clobopus, Grookey, Weedle, Galarian Farfetch'd, Reverse Foil Deerling, Seviper. Oh yeah, it's kind of nifty. Strong tail. Path to the Peak, Hattrem, and Lyron. Lovely. So we still have 2 packs left in this. So let's see what's inside. Oh man. I'm very excited. And you know what? Other than the Clara, I didn't have any of those. So that feels great. That feels great. Okay, so we have Castform, Hatena, Aron, Ralts, Venipede, Reverse Foil Blitzel. That's cool. Walrein! Yeah, that's right. It has the auto paralyze if you discard 2 energy, so that's a little hard to do. But it could be good. Melanie and Whirlipede. Okay, final pack. I'm very satisfied with this. Hopefully if you get any of these after watching, you have as good of luck too. So, we've got Snover. I love that Galarian Slowpoke, by the way. It's great. Crabrawler, Snorunt, Weedle. Oh yeah, that Lycanroc. That art is just so cool. I love it. Looks very, very mad, you know? Oh, Beedrill. Oh, this thing is really good too. That Persist Sting. If your opponent's active Pokemon has any special energy attached, it is knocked out. Just flat out. You don't even have to wait a turn. They're just done. And it's just 1 energy. Like, oh man, that is scary. That is very scary. It's a great card. I like it. It scares me out of like not wanting to play energy, you know? Oh man. Okay, so I'll tell you what I'm gonna do is I am going to show you part of the code. See that? There's 3 characters off to the left. Wonder what they could be. That's actually for the Ice Rider Elite Trainer Box kit. So that doesn't come with the booster packs. It'll come with everything else. But I'll tell you what, I will even give you... There you go. Hope you got it. Hope you got it. Let me know if you got it. Let me know in the comments if you got it. I always like to tear up the ones that I know I redeemed. Alright, so I have to remember to show the other characters. I'm probably gonna do like a stream towards the end of the month where I have a bunch of TCGO stuff to give away, so I don't know if I'll do it then or I might even do it. I'll tell you what, I'll post it in the comments after this video goes live at some point, so you're gonna want to check back to see what the first 3 characters are, and then you'll have to do that. So I don't know when. It'll be within the like 48 hours of the video going up, don't worry, but I think I'll do it like that. I think that'll be fun. It'll be interesting. Just a weird way of doing things. Okay, so that being said, that was what was in the Ice Rider box. Let's see what is in the Shadow Rider one. I'm very satisfied. I mean, look at, just in 8 packs. Yeah, very nice. Okay, Shadow Rider, let's go. So this is in the other one. So again, you know, this is, if you get 2, you'll have 16. That's usually how math works. But if you just got 1, this is kind of where that 1 ends, and we're going into the territory of 2 now. So yeah, but that's fine. That's fine. And of course, all of the contents of the pack, you know, they are completely random. So it's, you know, it's not like one will give you better stuff than the other. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, what is it? Oh, look at that. Well, there's a welcome for sure. This is a super secret rare, golden rare. I don't even know what exactly they call them nowadays, but they're like extremely rare. It looks like they're made of gold, I tell you. And they're something. They are something else. Get that in a sleeve. Yeah, Welcoming Lantern, card number 230 out of 198. So there's a lot of these secret rares. Oh man, it's pretty simple. You put a single strike supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. You know, that's good. It's not like, you know, the best thing. And they make a normal version of this. This is just like the super, super rare version of it, which, yeah, that is great. Oh man, okay. Let's, what a welcome, right? Welcoming Lantern, indeed. So yeah, that's very good. Fog Crystal, Brawly. I'll do it. I'll do it. There you go. There you go. Okay. See, I'm generous. I haven't been doing the codes or giving them away as much lately. A lot of it is, you know, I just don't want like bots to get them because that happens all the time too. I just kind of held off on it for a little while. But also like, you know, I would do it and like no one would say anything about it. I don't know who got it. I don't know what. Like one time years ago, they said, hey, thanks for the code. I got it. But like other than that, you know, anytime I've done it, it's like, I don't even know who's getting them. So I don't know. It's cool, but like if all people are doing are just like skipping through the video to find that, like it's not really giving back to people who are, you know, tuning in and enjoying and having a good time. So I'm not sure I'll do it regularly, but it is good to see interest in it at least. So I'm kind of throwing a curveball at you this time around, right? Okay, anyway. Oh, I love that score bunny, it's great. And then the Ampharos, I want to see Flaffy. It's a good pack if there's Flaffy in it, because it's just so cute. Yeah, there's the Norm. Oh no, that's Peonia, my bad. That's not Clara. Crushing Gloves. Okay. I have too many piles of things. I always like to have like a pile for my rare cards that I can show off kind of at the end of it. And, you know, especially if we're doing kind of a battle between the two, like, you know, being able to see which one won. I mean, the one had some really good cards in it, but this one started out extremely solidly, so I don't know. It's close. The golden rares are like super, super rare. The other ones I got, like, the Clara was full art, so that's pretty good. But, you know. Slurpuff. Oh yeah, I remember that. It took me a moment. There's a lot of cards in this set. Sometimes remembering all the ones that I've seen can be a little challenging. It's like, wait, did I have that? Did I see that? Like when there's over 230 cards. It's pretty crazy. And they make such big sets nowadays. Alright, cast form. Quillfish. Yes, dark Quillfish, I know. It's because poison's represented by dark nowadays in the card game. Seabold? Wait, Slurpuff again? Again? Oh, okay, this pack wins, because look. It's so cute! I love that Flaffy. It's just adorable. Kuna and Karen's Conviction. Alright, well, we're only halfway through. So I don't know, I think it's actually a pretty close race because the one had quantity, this one had quality. Like those gold rares are genuinely really rare. Like you can go through a booster box and not even get one. And that's 36 packs, so they're quite rare. That's why getting any of them is like, it's a very exciting thing. Tapu Fini. Hagron again. Psychic Energy. Scroll of the Skies. Alright. I don't know. I don't know. It's a close race. It's definitely a close race. I kind of like this format, you know, seeing which is better. That'd be fun to do like live, you know? Like not actually bet, but you know, just kind of like take your guesses as to what you think, like, you know. Strika. I still want Weavile. Lucky Energy. That's a pretty card too. Alright, well, not quite as exciting in this this box. Like, it started out really exciting, but it's kind of tapered off. Getting the duplicates didn't really help. Oh, it's gonna be a real contest if that's the only thing, because that's still a really good thing to get, don't get me wrong. But it's just gonna be wild if, you know, if I were to have to, like, score it, oh man, I don't even know. Wait, Venipede and Whirlipede, nice. Sarina. And Scroll of Piercing. Okay, final pack. Final pack, what do you think? What do you think? I really don't know. This is challenging now. This is challenging. I mean, that one was so good. Like, that was an exception, in all honesty. Most are not that good. That was really good. But this one, it started out really good, but there haven't really been any Pokemon V or anything, so I don't know. Doctor? Galarian Weezing. So, yeah, this one had very, very little of interest other than the golden card. So, like, if we're just basing it on, like, the rare things, like, you know, the good stuff, these three here, they were from the Ice Rider box, Elite Trainer box. So 8 packs. I got 3 stuff, a full art and another thing. Whereas I only got this in the one, but it's like a super, super rare. So I really don't know who won here. Sometimes it can be better getting like that really rare card than getting a bunch of stuff that's, you know, technically good, but not like knock your socks off good. Like, I just don't know. This is a decision. What do you think if you're watching this? Which of those do you think won this little battle? Like, this is an interesting one because I'm super excited about this. That is really cool. It doesn't need anything else in it to be really exciting, like with this. This one had so much good stuff in it, but, you know, this, like, getting that from just 8 packs is great. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think, which you thought won. And, you know, I hope this was a good way for you to kind of see a bit about the Elite Trainer boxes, what they contain, the differences between the two, and, you know, hopefully you'll have a chance to get some. Again, I'm really hoping. I really am. I know it's a rough time right now. I'm really hopeful things will get better. So just hang in there. If you see a good opportunity, go for it. Don't go crazy. But hopefully this is at least able to kind of show you some stuff and, you know, just keep you interested in the game as well. But anyway, thank you so much to my friends at Pokemon for making this possible, for sending it my way to check out. Thank you for watching, and I hope I will see you next time, everyone. Aw, yeah.